Guten Morgen everyone, my name is Flosen and in this video I'm gonna show you everything that you can do when visiting Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Ceningan. Let's do this! First, you need to get to Nusa Lembongan. If you're in Bali, you can pick between two harbors from where you can take a fast boat, Padang Bai and Sanur. The cost of the fast boat trip alone is around 150,000 Indonesian rupiah or $10.50 US per person. You can also include a pickup from your hotel, which then comes out to around 250,000 rupiah or $17.50 US per person, and that is also the option that we went for. We decided to take the boat from Sanur beach because it was easier for us to go here, and if it wasn't for COVID it would be way more busy than it is right now. There's literally just local people here, very few boats. No tourists besides us. When entering and leaving the boat, you might get a little wet, so better not wear any long pants. The ride itself takes around 30 minutes and it can get pretty bumpy. If you get seasick easily, this ride might not be for you because that boat ride was rough, I'm telling you. I'm not usually one to get seasick, but that was heavy. And it wasn't even a rough day. I think that's as easy as it gets. Once you're there, you need to figure out how to get around the island. And that's our transportation of choice in Lembongan. While a car might be a little more comfortable, our actually choice of transportation is obviously a scooter again. Prices vary between 50 to 70,000 rupiah per day, and you can pretty much go around the whole island in about 30 to 40 minutes. It's that small. And now we're gonna go explore some beaches and I'm gonna show you what else you can do and see on Nusa Lembongan. Since there's so many beaches to choose from here on Nusa Lembongan, I'm just gonna show you some that stand out from the others. Starting off with Hidden Beach, and it lives up to the expectation and its name because it's actually hidden and there's literally nobody here, and I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with the pouring rain. Looking good, right? But all jokes aside, if the weather is good and the sun is out, Hidden Beach is actually one that you should consider visiting when you're in Nusa Lembongan, because chances are there's not many people around. Maybe you run into some locals or some vloggers in the wild, but other than that, you may even have the beach to yourself. And right next to Hidden Beach is actually another famous beach that is called Mushroom Bay, and I'm gonna let you guess why it's called Mushroom Bay. And the last of the four beaches that I want to show you on Nusa Lembongan is called Pasir Beach, also known as Pantai Pasir Putih. I got that right. And it looks like this. And to me it's the most laid back and most beautiful beach on Nusa Lembongan because of all the palm trees and all the white sand. I'm not too sure if you can go for a swim here because there's lots of seaweed. But if you just want to relax on the beach and, you know, chill in the sun, get a tan, this might be the beach for you. Another famous spot here on the island is Devil's Tears, which is basically the ocean going crazy and crashing into the cliffs, causing the water to spray all over the place. And this is what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure the name Devil's Tears is because of the spraying water that goes meters up, even up here, depending on the tide. So if you want to see that, come to Devil's Tears. And once you're done admiring the sheer power of the ocean at Devil's Tears, you can literally walk another 100 or so meters to come to the beautiful and equally as powerful tidal pools to watch a beautiful sunset by the ocean. And that's what we're gonna do right now.
One thing I would recommend you definitely do is a guided mangrove tour. Now, I've seen mangroves before in Australia, which is why I opted not to do another tour here. But if you've never seen them, it's a must.
If you're a photographer, there's two spots that I highly recommend you visit on Nusa Lembongan or Nusa Ceningan, depending on which site you're staying at. The first photo spot I want to show you are the seaweed farms that are located in between Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Ceningan that you can see in the back over there. Now, it's a bit smelly here, but it's definitely worth a visit because it looks pretty cool. And to get the best view, I recommend bringing a drone if you have one, but even if you don't, still come here, take a look, take a photo and enjoy this place. And the other photo spot that I was talking about is actually right behind me. It's this famous yellow bridge that connects Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Ceningan, and it makes for a great photo for your Insta feed or your photo album and your memories.
After taking your photos at Yellow Bridge, it's time to head over to Nusa Ceningan to discover this even smaller island, which makes for a great day trip from Lembongan.
Generally speaking, there's not too much to do on Nusa Ceningan, but there's still three things that I want to show you. Starting off with Secret Beach. Now, even though Secret Beach is not really a secret, because you can simply go on Google Maps and type in Secret Beach and you will find directions to get here, it's still worth visiting because it's beautiful. From all the beaches that I've shown you so far in this video, I probably wouldn't go for a swim at any of them. But especially here at Secret Beach, the waves are rough, so I would recommend not going in the ocean here. If you're looking for a beach that you can go for a swim, I would recommend looking into Yungut Batu Beach, which is where you will arrive on Nusa Lembongan coming from Bali. On Nusa Ceningan you can find two cliff jumping points. One that is kind of unofficial and one that is more or less official. And the more or less official one is the Mahana Warung cliff jumping point, whatever it's called, Mahana Point cliff jump. And it's not actually a cliff jump, it's actually a jumping platform that they built for the purpose of jumping into the ocean from the Warung in the background. I wouldn't recommend jumping if the water looks like this. It's really rough today, which is why I guess it's also closed. The jump from the lower platform, which is here, costs 25,000 rupiah per jump. And there's actually another platform over there that I'm going to show you in a second that is 50,000 rupiah per jump, that is even higher. But yeah, as I said, the ocean is wide in these days. I guess we came here at the wrong time. I love jumping into the ocean, I love cliff jumping, but I'm definitely out today. I mean, it's closed anyways, but the ocean is just too wide for me. And that's the other platform they built. Whoa. And now you know what I mean by the ocean is too rough. You can jump from up here for 50,000, but under these conditions, it's a no-no for me. And now I'm gonna show you the unofficial cliff jumping point that I was talking about. It's at the famous Blue Lagoon on Nusa Ceningan. And I think if you were to cliff jump, it would be from over there. But as you can tell, the ocean is wide in, and I'm not even sure how to get off the water once you're in there. So I think Blue Lagoon is basically a viewpoint where you can just admire the blueness of the ocean. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Sorry for the crazy winds, it's not my fault.
I didn't include any accommodations and restaurants in this video because there are countless of homestays and hotels and possibly even more warungs and restaurants on the islands. Two warungs on the cheaper end of the spectrum that I enjoyed eating at were Sebitsari and Nyoman's Warung, as they also had vegan options available in case you want to check them out.
And that sums up my Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Ceningan travel guide. In total, I would say spending 3 to 4 days on both islands combined is enough to explore every place that you just saw in this video. Of course, if you want to enjoy yourself and relax a bit, you can spend more days, and if you're on a tight schedule, I would highly recommend including Devil's Tears and the tidal pools in your travel itinerary, as we went there a total of 4 times during our stay because we were so fascinated by it. The other must visits, in my opinion, are the Yellow Bridge, the Seaweed Farms and Passier Beach. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what you like the most about these islands, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button and ring the bell to not miss out on any of my future videos. I'll see you in the next one. Haut rein!